They told you to open up, to be vulnerable, to share how you feel, and maybe you did. Maybe you thought being emotionally honest would bring you closer to her. But here's the harsh truth no one tells you. Some emotions don't pull her closer, they push her away. Not because she's heartless, not because she doesn't care, but because something deep in her wiring flips the moment she sees certain emotions in a man. And once that flips, you can't unflip it. That shift changes how she sees you. Not as a rock, but as something that needs saving. And the moment she sees you as weak, the desire dies quietly, completely. I'm not saying you should be a robot or pretend you're made of stone. I'm saying this for your own strength, your own peace of mind, and your long-term self-respect. Because once a woman senses certain emotional patterns in you, ones you think are harmless or even honest, it can silently erode her attraction, her trust, and her respect for you. Not because she's cruel, but because female attraction is hardwired to seek strength, stability, and security. So if you keep showing these 5 emotions openly and frequently, it won't just hurt your relationship. It'll destroy your identity. You'll stop feeling like a man. You'll feel lost, confused, disconnected from yourself. And the worst part? You won't even know why it's happening. Let's break it down. These are the 5 emotions you need to stop revealing and what to show instead. 1. Desperation. Desperation is the most repelling energy a man can emit. It's not about caring deeply. It's about clinging for survival. And women can feel that immediately. You call her 3 times when she doesn't pick up. You drop everything the second she texts. You apologize even when you're not wrong, just to keep the peace. That's not love. That's fear. Fear of losing her. Fear of not being enough. Fear of being alone. But here's the thing. Nothing dries up attraction faster than the scent of desperation. It tells her you don't believe in your own worth, that you'd trade your self-respect just to keep her attention. Instead of drawing her closer, it makes her question your value. Want to flip the script? Get a mission. Build a life that's so full, her absence wouldn't shake you. When a man is locked into his purpose, he becomes magnetic. Not because he needs her, but because he doesn't. Let her orbit your world, but never let her become the center of it, too. Jealousy, at its root, jealousy reveals insecurity, and insecurity is kryptonite to masculine energy. You question every male friend she talks to. You scroll through her social media looking for signs. You feel a pang every time she laughs at another man's joke. You think you're being protective. But what she sees is weakness. She sees a man who doesn't trust himself, a man who feels threatened by competition, a man who constantly looks over his shoulder instead of standing tall. And here's the twist. The more jealous you are, the more reasons she'll give you to be jealous. Why? Because you've already shown you're reactive. You've already surrendered your emotional control. True masculine confidence isn't found in controlling her. It's found in controlling yourself. If she wants to stray, let her. Your value doesn't decrease because of her choices. Be the man she's afraid to lose, not the one begging to stay. 3. Self-pity. Self-pity is a silent poison. It starts small, a bad day, a missed opportunity, a moment of defeat. But then it becomes a habit. You begin leaning on her too often. You share your struggles not to connect, but to offload. You want her to make you feel better, to fix you. At first she may try. She'll comfort you, listen, even empathize. But over time, she'll start to feel like your therapist, not your partner. And once that shift happens, attraction dies. Women respect strength, not the fake emotionless kind, but the quiet kind. The kind that feels pain but moves anyway. That falls down and still leads. That doesn't let struggle steal identity. It's okay to open up. But don't expect her to carry you. Don't make your pain her responsibility. You're a man. Own your story, but never become a victim of it. 4. Neediness. Neediness is like a leak in a boat. It may start small, but eventually it'll sink everything. You're constantly checking in, asking if she's okay, wondering why she hasn't replied. You interpret silence as rejection and distance as danger. And the more you seek reassurance, the less she wants to give it. Because the moment your sense of peace depends on her mood, attention, or presence, you've lost yourself. Masculine energy is rooted in completeness. A man who knows who he is, with or without her validation, radiates power. That power is irresistible. But the moment you start seeking from her what you should be giving yourself, she feels it. She feels the weight, the emotional hunger, and it drains her. Be the man who walks away. 5. Emotional outbursts. You yell when things don't go your way. You shut down and go silent when hurt. You throw things, slam doors, snap at her with biting sarcasm, and then say, "That's just how I feel." Here's the truth. Emotions don't excuse chaos. When a man can't manage his emotional state, he becomes a liability. She might stay for a while, hoping you'll change. But deep inside, she no longer feels safe. Not physically, but emotionally. She can't trust your reactions, can't relax into your presence, can't lean on you when life gets hard. And so she starts pulling away. Slowly, quietly. You think she's distant because of something she's doing. But it started with how you made her feel. Control your emotions, or they'll control your relationships. Let me be clear. Emotions are human. You should feel them all. But just because you feel them doesn't mean you should show them all, especially not in their rawest, most uncontrolled form. Women want emotional presence, not emotional chaos. They want to feel your heart, but still trust your hands on the wheel. So the next time you're tempted to beg, to break down, to explode, pause, breathe, recenter. Remember who you are, because once you master your emotional world, you master her attraction. You become the man she respects, the man she desires, and the man she chooses again and again. Not because you begged, not because you broke down, but because you stood tall, in silence, in strength, in your unshakable power.